real estate's not going anywhere. No one has invented something to make a roof over your head not be necessary. People will always need a place to live. And so rentable units are a great place that we think is safer to put your money.
Hi, everybody. David and Drew with Nighthawk Equity here. If you're a medical professional, you likely have a good income, but you have two problems that you run into. One, where do you invest it? And two, how do you address your large tax exposure? Drew, do you mind telling us a little bit more about this?
Yeah, thanks, David. Great question. This is a personal question for me because I actually have a spouse who's a medical professional. And so we've faced these experiences ourselves. For a lot of reasons, in my experience, I've moved toward investing in real estate because it has better returns than most other things. It has cash flow, and many other opportunities do not. It can improve your taxes, which is an important driver for medical professionals. It's a great inflation hedge. And lastly, it has liquidity versus retirement accounts, which is where some people are putting their money. So I found real estate to be a great solution for the medical professional.
Now, Drew, you briefly mentioned the tax advantages that relate to real estate. Could you elaborate a little bit on these advantages? Why are stocks subject to certain taxes while real estate is not?
Yeah, absolutely, David. So in real estate, we get to depreciate, which is an accounting term, but we basically get to say, hey, this building's getting older, it's less worth, and use that depreciation to offset our taxes. And I've seen people reduce their taxable income by tens of thousands of dollars through investing in real estate as opposed to the stock market, which cannot do this nearly as easily. In addition, we have what's called bonus depreciation. And this year, 2022, is the last year where you can get the full advantage of bonus depreciation, allows you to get even more depreciation to offset your income and shield your cash flow from taxes. This is a huge deal for medical professionals who have that huge tax exposure and could benefit from the depreciation to lower their taxable income.
So another point worth noting here is the recent volatility in the stock market due to the pandemic. Why is real estate considered a more stable asset?
Yeah, if you look at the data going back over decades, you will see that the stock market fluctuates a lot up and down, whereas the real estate investments tend to be much more linear. They're less, they produce less heartache, really. And so that's a huge advantage, is the stability of the investment. The second thing is that real estate is a fantastic inflation hedge, right? So when inflation happens, things get more expensive. Well, what's the biggest expense in most people's lives? It's real estate. And we benefit, ironically, from the increased cost of housing because our fixed expenses, like our mortgage payment, is the same, but the cost of what we're renting out goes up. So we have a great inflation hedge in real estate, and we have that great tax advantage through the depreciation. So these two things, the tax advantage and the inflation hedge, really work to our benefit, and especially to the medical professional. And lastly, real estate's not going anywhere. No one has invented something to make a roof over your head not be necessary. People will always need a place to live. And so rentable units are a great place that we think is safer to put your money.
Great explanation, Drew. Hey, if you want to learn more about how real estate is different from the stock market, please view our free report at themichaelblanc.com/report. Other than that, we look forward to seeing you next time.